Wait, don't tell me you actually came here for the trip. If you didn't hear, that $15 million contract has already been canceled. I was told the Hawaii construction contract was canceled. What? My name is Keiichi Sato. I run Sato Construction, a company that handles all aspects of construction work. I was on my way to an overseas site inspection and client trip, but where is everyone? Wait, Keiichi? What are you doing here? What do you mean? I just got to the airport now? Wait, don't tell me you actually came here for the trip. If you didn't hear, that $15 million contract has already been canceled. That's Yuya Nasu from Days Construction. My company was set to work as a subcontractor under Days Construction, handling the construction of a Japanese mixed-use facility in Hawaii. But... Wait, canceled? We sent you written notice of the cancellation. When did you send it? A few days ago. I guess I haven't received it yet then. I apologize for the confusion. But to be fair, we hadn't finalized the contract yet, had we? Can I ask why you're canceling? Well, Sato Construction doesn't have any overseas project experience, does it? Handing a project this big to a company without that track record is just too risky. Another company we'd been trying to bring on finally gave us the green light, so we're going with them. We'll find a way to make it up to you down the line. I see. Well, that's that then. Mr. Ishimaru, where are you right now? The next day. I'm sorry for showing up in LA out of the blue like this. I thought it would be better to talk in person. Don't worry about it. But what on earth is going on? That's Mr. Ishimaru, the president of Tokimeki Construction. He's the general contractor who commissioned Days Construction for the Hawaii project. Days Construction told me my contract for Hawaii construction work has been canceled. What? Apparently, they've decided to go with another company. What do they think they're doing? I did give Days latitude in choosing subcontractors, but...
Hold on! Then what happens to the back-of-house efficiency project we had planned for Hawaii?
That's Yui Ishimaru, the president's daughter and an employee at Tokimeki Construction. You mean the experimental zone for back-of-house automation using transport robots?
Yes, I'm the project lead.
Your father filled me in on the requirements. The structure is quite complex, so I'd already started the prep work on my end. But... Did Yuya make the change knowing all of this? Let me find out. This is Ishimaru from Tokimeki. Mr. Ishimaru, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for everything. Please, explain yourself about this Hawaii contractor situation. What do you mean, explain myself? Dropping Sato Construction from the contract. Oh, that. This is our highest priority project, so we switched to a company with overseas construction experience to make sure everything goes smoothly. I told you I wanted Sato Construction handling the construction. Yes, but I understand that to mean they were one option among several candidates. Even so, you could have at least come to me before making the change. I'm terribly sorry. If Sato Construction is your preference, we could still reach out to them and...
Dad, let me talk to him. Yuya, this is Yui Ishimaru from Tokimeki. You were aware that we were setting up a demonstration area for back-of-house efficiency improvements at our facility in Hawaii, right?
Not in any detail, no. I know there was some kind of experimental section, but...
Unbelievable! Days Construction is in charge of overseeing the entire construction process, right? I'm afraid that level of understanding is simply not acceptable for a project of this scope.
Easy, Yui. Yuya, We have a site inspection to get to. Let's pick this up later. Understood. I'm sorry about all of this. What a mess. Please, don't worry about it. Since you're already here, why don't you come along to the inspection? We've decided to build a Japanese mixed-use facility in LA as well, similar to the one in Hawaii. We'll be touring the site over the next few days. Of course, I'd love to join you. It's a big site. It's going to be a major project. If you're not going to be on the Hawaii project, I could have you on this one instead. We could even move the efficiency demonstration zone that was planned for Hawaii over to LA.
Hold on, Dad.
What?
Sato Construction is the company that Days Construction just dropped.
That's true, but...
I'm sure there's more to the story. But I'm not comfortable bringing on a company that just got cut at the last minute. And they don't have any overseas experience. You know how much I've put into this efficiency project. I need it to succeed.
I know. That's exactly why. I've worked with Keiichi on another project before. His construction management is second to none. Work with him and you'll see for yourself. The next day, I'm a little concerned about this delivery route.
What do you mean?
The loading dock placement looks like it could conflict with the emergency evacuation routes. The standards for this sort of thing can be stricter here than back in Japan.
I see. You're right. We should look into that before we go any further.
Definitely. Fixing it once major construction is underway would be a major headache. I know a design consultant who specializes in local regulations and safety codes. I can introduce you if you'd like. It'd be good to have them take a look before we break ground.
That would be a huge help, please do. You really know your stuff. Have you worked on overseas projects before?
Not professionally, no. My father worked for an American construction company. He used to take me to job sites a lot when I was young.
Really? What kind of sites?
Let me think. The one that stands out the most would be...
So apparently Keiichi used to follow his dad around to construction sites all over America. Because he's seen so many overseas job sites firsthand, he looks at everything with this big picture perspective right from the start. And when I looked them up, it turns out Sato Construction has handled some really impressive projects domestically too.
Wasn't she the one pushing back against working with Sato Construction just a few days ago? Sounds like she's completely changed her tune. The next day... Mr. Ishimaru! Yuya, weren't you in Hawaii for the site inspection? I flew in from Hawaii. I was hoping we could talk about bringing Sato Construction back on for the project. It's too late for that. I've decided to have Keiichi handle this project instead. What? He'll be managing the construction of the LA facility. I see. I flew all the way out to LA for nothing. Fine, then I'll make sure Hawaii goes exactly as planned and put together the perfect team for the job. And so, construction on the LA mixed-use facility began.
To be honest, I'm running into a bit of a problem. We've brought on a lot of locally hired workers for this project.
Same on our end. Most of the tradespeople are local hires.
They're all skilled, but they're really hard to work with.
Hard to work with?
Yeah, they won't do any overtime, and the moment their part is done, they're out the door.
Right.
They have very firm boundaries.
That's pretty normal here, from what I understand.
I get that, but it creates problems sometimes.
Do you mind if I come take a look at the site?
Please, by all means.
Oh, hey, Nozaki. See you tomorrow.
Hey, wait a minute. This section isn't finished yet, is it?
Yeah, but it's time to go.
If you leave it like this, the next crew won't be able to take over.
I'll finish it tomorrow.
But that's going to put us behind.
It'll be fine, it'll be fine. So, tomorrow, could you start with this section first thing? Once this part's done, the next crew can get started on their end. Can I ask you to make it the top priority? Sure, that's a good idea. Great. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow then.
Wow! I can't believe he just went along with that so easily. I was forcing my Japanese expectations onto them. That's why it wasn't working.
Honestly, I'm figuring it out as I go too.
I'm really glad to be working with you. You're exactly as Yui described.
Oh? What did Yui say about me?
That you're highly capable and someone you can really count on.
Meanwhile, the back-of-house efficiency project led by Yui was also moving forward in parallel.
And this section here is the demonstration zone. The plan is to use transport robots to optimize the overall flow of operations. We'll start with the grocery section, since that's where stocking and restocking tends to pile up the most.
I see. In that case, let's start by nailing down the scope of work. Contractors here live and die by the contract. If anything falls through the cracks, they won't touch it. We need to be crystal clear about exactly who's responsible for what.
Right. Back in Japan, things can be a bit fuzzy and the crew's just sorted out on the ground, but...
Exactly. Here, there's no room for gray areas.
I'll go back and review the scope of work and the contracts then.
That would be a big help.
Hey, Keiichi. I wasn't exactly easy to be around at first, was I?
What? No, that's not...
You're a terrible liar. It's fine. I'm used to it.
If I'm being honest, I did find you pretty intense. You didn't hold back at all when you were grilling Yuya from Day's Construction. But after working with you, I think I understand why.
Why?
It comes from how deeply you care about your work. That's where it all comes from.
No one's ever said that to me before.
Meanwhile, at the Hawaii site, I heard part of the schedule is running behind.
Yes. If this keeps up, it's going to throw off the entire project timeline. We need to get things back on track fast. Honestly, I don't even know where to start.
Is it really that bad?
It's hard to explain. It's a culture gap, I guess. Nobody will touch anything outside of their assigned role. Every time a task comes up that falls in a gray area, everything grinds to a halt.
Normally, you'd expect people to be at least a little flexible, wouldn't you?
This isn't Japan. People here don't do anything that's not in the contract, period. Your idea of normally doesn't mean anything to people here.
Oh.
To be honest, I think this wouldn't have happened if Days, who are supposed to be in charge of this whole project, had clearly laid out everyone's role in the first place.
So you're saying this is my fault?
Are you saying it isn't?
Tasks that don't get picked up during drafting aren't exactly rare on a job site.
And working out how to handle those gaps is exactly what the general contractor is there to do, isn't it?
I need people on the ground to be at least a little adaptable. Huh. Yuya, Mizukawa, we've got a problem. You need to come right now. What happened here? It looks like the scope boundaries between the contractors weren't clearly defined for this section. What? Because of that, all the finishing work in this area has completely stalled. It's not a huge section, but we're already running behind, so even a few days could ripple through the whole project. We need to get someone on this right away. Ask the finishing contractors to handle it. That's the thing. They flat out refused. Said it's not in their contract. I tried to find backup, but everyone's saying it's outside of their scope. Finding a new contractor at this point would take time we just don't have. Damn it. What do we do? If we leave it like this, it's going to push back everything downstream.
I'm going to report this to Mr. Ishimaru.
Wait, hold on.
Then what do you suggest? Do you have a contractor who can fill this gap?
Oh,
At this rate, we're not going to make the deadline.
let's report it to Mr. Ishimaru. The next day. Good morning. I've been briefed.
It's worse than I thought.
I'm truly sorry. Huh? Why is Keiichi here? I called him. But this is our site. Your team isn't solving the problem. That's why I called him.
At this rate, you won't make the deadline, will you?
No. Keiichi, will you take a look? Of course. This section was originally split between two contractors. One on the loading dock site, one on the back of house side. The plan was to have them coordinate on the ground and figure it out.
So the boundary between their scopes was just left undefined?
Yes. We've been trying to get the local crew to take care of it, but they won't budge. They just keep saying it's not in their contract. Do you mind if I have a word with them? Go ahead. Do you have a moment? I want to talk about the finishing work in this section.
Like I explained to Yuya over there yesterday, we can't do work that's outside our scope. Our materials and crew are all scheduled around our work plan. There's no room to take on anything extra.
Right, I understand that completely. I just want to run something by you. What if we took one of your upcoming tasks off your plate in exchange for you handling this section?
What do you mean?
I was looking at the schedule, and your crew is set to handle the finishing work near the loading dock after this. We'll take that off your hands. Hey, you can't just... Yuya, could you please let me handle this? What the? I want to see if we can swap things around so you're not just absorbing extra work with nothing in return. And of course, we'll draw up a separate contract and compensate you for this section.
In that case, honestly, that works even better for us. Keeps our whole flow going.
Perfect. Let's do it that way then. Take it off their hands. What exactly are you going to do with it? The loading dock section involves some tricky pipework, so it makes more sense to keep the crew who's already in the flow on it. The back of a house side is standard finishing work, so another contractor can step in without any trouble. Hey, it's Keiichi. Sorry for the short notice, but I need a favor for a job out in Hawaii. It's finishing work on the back of house side. Any chance you can get someone out there today? You're a lifesaver. I'll send over the details right now. Great. Thanks. It's all taken care of.
That was impressive.
Oh, wait a minute. Keiichi doesn't have any overseas construction experience. Well, as for how
His father worked for an American construction company. And he still has contacts from those days out in Hawaii.
Yui, you seem to know a lot about him.
Huh? No, I don't.
Well, she's right.
We really should have had Keiichi on the Hawaii project from the very start. And the LA project is actually running ahead of schedule thanks to him.
But that one has Tokimeki Construction leading the charge as the main contractor. Of course it's going smoothly.
That's not it. I'm only involved in the efficiency demonstration zone.
The construction itself has been entirely in Sato Construction's hands. The terms are no different from the Hawaii project. If anything, the demonstration zone makes it more complex. You've gotta be kidding.
I hesitated at first too. I was judging by company size and track record alone. I'm sorry for that.
Please, don't worry about it.
But, having worked with him, I can say with confidence he's someone you can trust with your job site.
Yuya, I think the fundamental problem was with how this was set up from the start. Over here, contracts and clearly defined rules are everything. If you don't adapt your approach to fit the way things work locally, the job site isn't going to function. You can't just import the Japanese playbook and expect it to work. Go. Going forward, I'm not comfortable leaving things as they are with Days Construction. Keiichi, would you be willing to come on board and support the Hawaii project as well? That's fine by you too, right, Yuya? Please. Consider it done. Several months later, the Hawaii facility came together thanks to Keiichi. But your conduct on that project was not something I can trust from a client's standpoint. Frankly, I'm going to have to think carefully about continuing to work with Days Construction going forward. Please, wait. After the Hawaii project wrapped up, you mentioned you'd consider giving us the construction management contract for the domestic commercial facility as well. We never finalized that contract. But we've already started coordinating internally. That's your problem, not mine. You put your own convenience first and forced a last-minute change on another company. And now that shoe is on the other foot, you want us to change our plans for you. That is exactly what you did to Sato Construction. Oh! And so, Days Construction lost a major client. Yuya was held accountable within the company and removed from field operations. If only I hadn't cut Sato Construction back then. Maybe I wouldn't have ended up in a dead-end job like this then. The subcontractors who had been working alongside Yuya also saw their orders from Tokimeki dry up as well. And it seems the people responsible at those companies face consequences of their own. Meanwhile, as for me...
Seriously, I don't know what we would have done without you. And the efficiency demonstration has been going even better than we hoped.
Not at all. I learned a lot from this too.
I won't lie. I was worried at first. But now, I'm really glad I got to work with you.
Thank you.
So, please let me thank you properly.
You really don't have to do that.
I'm not just being polite. I really want to take you to dinner, Keiichi. I want to know more about you.
Wait, really?